Good evening, folks. It's Friday 9th, just after 8 p.m. and I wanted to conveniently talk to you about commitment versus convenience. And these two rarely ever cross paths, because tonight it is not convenient to be out here in the rain making a video. But it's the whole reason I'm doing it. Now, I'm always trying to listen and learn and try and practice what I preach, not because I know everything or know anything. It's about trying to live an example. It's about trying to change my own life, and in the same way trying to help other people make some small changes and habit changes in theirs. None of us are the finished article. None of us are perfect, myself more than any. I'm trying to change habits and change behaviors to try and better myself, and if in the process I can help some people do the same thing, then that's great. Because what I see so often, and one of the main reasons I try and help coach and help teach people and help do the things that I do, is because so many people are out there trying to build their own happiness on the unhappiness of other people. Because by now I'm hoping you get the fact that comparison is the thief of joy, and if you are doing nothing but compare yourself to other people and how great your life is just because theirs sucks at the minute, then you're never really going to feel any better. You're never going to feel any happier about anything. And I've spent many years doing this, trying to justify my own life based on the fact that somebody else is struggling, and it never really gets you anywhere, because what you're actually doing is, by focusing on the negatives in their life, you just get stuck in a negative loop. And what you end up doing is also focusing on the negatives in your own life. Because when you've finished slagging somebody else off, when you've finished focusing on their negatives, you get into bed at night and you look at your own, because you spent all day focusing on all the stuff that's going wrong in the world, all the stuff that's going wrong in somebody else's life, and how yours is so much better because yours isn't as bad as theirs. But what it actually does is bring your focus onto your own negatives. So for a change, why don't you look at the positives? Why don't you look and acknowledge the things that are going well in somebody else's life? Acknowledge them for it, celebrate them for it. Stop looking at their unhappiness and trying to judge your own of how unhappy they are. We see this a lot in life, and I get that it's a survival mechanism. I get that it's deep within us. We focus on the negatives, we focus on the things so that we can protect against them, so that we can fortify and get stronger and make sure that we don't get hurt by the same thing that's ruining their life. But you know what? Very few things out there are going to kill you anymore. Very few things are out to get you. If you focus on the negatives all the time, all you're going to do is focus on all the things that are going wrong in your own life as well. You've got loads of stuff that's going well. Loads of stuff. Even in the economy that we've got now, even in all the challenges that we're facing. There's so many things to be thankful for if you just look for it. There's so many good things and strengths in other people if you just look for them. But if you constantly try and build your happiness on the unhappiness of somebody else, you're never going to get it. You're building your house on sand. It's okay that people are struggling right now, but if you constantly tell them how much they're struggling, you focus on their struggles, then that's all we're going to perpetuate. It's a self-fulfilling prophecy. The loop just keeps going round and round. So focus on the good stuff. Focus on the things that are going well in your life, and stay committed to the things that are going well. If you focus only on the things that are convenient for you, then you're not really going to stay committed. It's not convenient to be out here filming a video at 8 o'clock at night. Just got finished with clients. But it's all about commitment. And if you're committed to doing something, then you're going to do it even when it's not easy. Even when you're not well fed, when you're not well rested, when it's not nice and warm, when it's not convenient, when you're not in the mood. It's easy to do it when you're in the mood. Try and push yourself to do something when you don't feel like it. Push yourself to look for the positive in somebody, even if you're not feeling great yourself. The more you focus on the positives in their life, the more they'll notice the positives in you. And then we can start a healthy loop. We can start that healthy mental cycle. And that is what will perpetuate. Stop looking for all the negatives in life and stop trying to build your happiness on the unhappiness of somebody else. We're heading into the weekend. If you've had a terrible week because you've been focusing on all the bad stuff at work, then give yourself a break this weekend. And tomorrow when you wake up for a change, think about looking at the positives. Look for something that's going well. And if that's where your focus is, then that's where your energy is going to go. And you might be surprised at what you notice over the weekend. I hope you've had a good Friday. I hope you've had a good week. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow.